To the millions and millions of wrestling fans, say this is the young King Whidbee, and the man next to me, that's HBK, humbly blessed kid, and this is What Wrestling Podcast. What's going
We
on, bro?
live, baby.
Yeah, we back for another one, you know. But this episode, this is the fourth episode after Wrestlemania. What was your take on Wrestlemania, bro?
Man, as a fan, I'm always just gonna look at the best things.
Okay.
Night one was kind of iffy for me. I feel like the matches were like 7 minutes. It almost kind of felt like a Monday Night Raw, but
yeah, exactly.
Incredible.
Okay.
The I Show Speed match was cool, but that was like 7 minutes. Night two, though? Night two?
Okay.
Yeah. Put them ones up, baby. Yeah.
Exactly. You know it. See, for me, I feel like night one was, like you said, a Monday Night Raw episode. I would have to disagree with you when you talk about the speed match, because it was like bland. You knew they had to do something because they had Logan Paul and Speed in that. So it was like whatever for me.
Do you think Speed will get a contract?
If he wants one, yes. And the reason why I say that, because just like Logan Paul, he's athletic and people like him. So it only makes sense.
And on Stephanie's podcast, Logan Paul was like, I want to bring a whole different crowd with his streaming stuff. And I think Speed is one of those people that will help take it there. My daughter was like, oh my gosh, I Show Speed. I was like, yeah, come on.
But you see, like with me, I don't agree with that. And the reason why I say that is because when you a diehard wrestling fan, nowadays we have a lot of people. I know we doing a podcast about wrestling, but it's because wrestling is life. Wrestling is our passion. And there's a lot of people that is coming into the wrestling world just because there's money to be made, and they're not really about the culture, you know. So that's where I kind of like, I'm on the fence with that.
I agree with that 100% as well. Did you, because I thought when Logan Paul came to WWE, I thought that, but I think, bro,
he put the work in.
Bro is about it.
And that's the same thing with Bad Bunny put the work in. His match with Damian Priest, awesome.
Incredible.
But let's get back to WrestleMania. Baby. Exactly. Let's get back to WrestleMania. What was your favorite match?
Day one and day two?
Yes.
I'm gonna go with that ladder match for the Intercontinental title.
Okay. Yeah.
That was incredible, bro.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What about you?
Like we both, for our picks, we both had Penta taking that match. So, no, we on the same wavelength. For me,
that's a dub.
Exactly. For me, the best match on night one. I gotta give it to, like you said, Penta.
Yeah.
I have to. And then for night two, I don't know. You could give it to him because he didn't have no interference, but I like Dominic and Finn Balor.
Yo,
that was a good match. Yeah.
Okay. Both workhorses in the industry, and they deserve that. That was one of the matches that wasn't like 7 minutes. They went in. They went in.
And you know what match shocked me?
What's that?
Rhea Ripley versus Jade Cargill. She improved. Jade, she improved.
Yo, they put it down.
Right.
You had Rhea Ripley as your
Yeah.
pick, right?
Yes.
Do you think she deserved that? Come on.
So honestly, I would have to say no, and then I would have to say yes. And the reason why I say that is because right now Jade needs to prove herself. Like she needs to put the work in, even though it's not her fault because she didn't get a lot of matches on SmackDown, but she needs to prove herself now. And I feel like with Rhea, she needs to be a transition champion to elevate the other girls because right now she don't have that aura of I'm mommy is on top, you know? What do
Yeah,
you
yeah.
think?
Um, man, I really enjoy Rhea Ripley, but
Okay.
but there is some heat in the the women's category, bro. There's some upcoming superstars, and Rhea will have her position, but old news, bro. Old
Yeah.
news, bro.
She don't have the same flair anymore.
Yeah, old news.
Yeah. Do you think is it because she's not with Dom, or do you think it's because her time has run out?
Um, I think both, but definitely because she's not with Dom. But the whole like Io Sky friendship thing just kind of like
Yeah.
knocked her character. You know what I
hmm
mean?
I ain't gonna lie. Like I don't care about people's preference, sexual preferences. But when I be looking at Io and Rhea, I be like, like
Oh yeah,
like something's going on right here.
oh yeah. They eating kitty for sure.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
Io amazes me. I
Yeah.
think she's all. Moving on.
Okay. What do you think about the main events for both nights?
Um, hmm, hmm. I think CM Punk and Roman Reigns they did that for sure.
Yeah. hmm
The Cody and Randy, I think Pat McAfee pretty much it was a Pat McAfee show to be honest, and
Right.
I love Pat McAfee, but um, like him getting carried in the stretcher to the back was super cool, but then all of a sudden, and then it's like over.
Exactly. hmm
Them boys could
So,
have went at it.
did you hear the original? Hear about the original storyline that was supposed to happen?
Nah, what was that? Inform us.
Yeah. So you know that when they had a backstage segment where Randy Orton on the phone,
Okay.
supposedly it was supposed to be Alistair Black talking to him, and that was the reason why he was supposed to turn back into the old Viper, because you know how like Alistair can get into your mind and like bring you back.
Yeah,
So that was
yeah.
supposed to be it, but I guess the higher ups at TKO went with Pat McAfee, and you see how it got what we got the results.
I I love Pat McAfee, so I'm gonna just say that. But there was no reason for him to be.
No reason, didn't make no sense.
And then now that you say the TKO thing, I really think they are ruining the company.
Yes, but they don't care. It's business to them.
And that's the problem with sports. It's like it's all profit.
Or it's like they
Like
don't care about the thing. They don't care
yeah.
about the fans no more. It's just all business. I don't get it. So with that being said, WrestleMania weekend is over. Let's get into the fallout. Monday Night Raw. We still continuing the same storyline. Io versus Asuka, but for some reason they put Io versus Becky for the belt. What did you think about that?
Horrible decision.
Okay, and why you say that?
Um, I enjoy Becky, but I really don't think like she is in the mix too much. You know what I'm
hmm
saying? It,
Right.
but they really don't know what to do with Io.
Yeah, they don't exactly. Speaking of that, with Becky being in the mix, I feel like what Becky hated about Charlotte always being in the title picture, it's what
Yeah,
they're doing with Becky now. I understand Becky has the star power, but it's time to, move to the side. It's time.
bro, that was almost a decade ago. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
exactly.
You know?
I feel you. And then with that being said, it's sad news that, Kyrie is gone now. And I really feel like Oscar took that to heart because she wasn't the same no more. She just going with the motions, like, it's there.
I don't understand why they let her go, to be
Hmm.
honest, because they
Right.
didn't push her enough.
No.
But wrestling, uh, there's like a head of the table. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Hmm.
And Asuka is the Japanese, Chinese, Asian face.
Yes.
But I don't understand why they let her go.
I don't get it. But you see, like, I feel like Kyrie was like her, like, sidekick. So, yes, they both could wrestle, they both could fight. But the entertaining part was like you was looking for Kyrie to make like stupid dances, funny faces, like that was like
Yeah.
the entertainment part. But then you like, oh, you see what's going on in the ring with Oscar, what she's doing? Like they was good wrestlers, and the storyline was good because I could see Ego turning heel, and then she go after Rhea. But it's like how you said with TKO, it's just they don't care no more. Nobody, the writers don't care, creative don't care.
I literally thought that was the direction they were going. Like
Right.
Asuka kept putting her down, and
Mm-hmm.
like she had that look on her face, like "Yo, I'm out of here," you know.
Yeah,
But
right.
yeah,
Yeah,
cuts be
I don't get
crazy.
that. Okay. Do you care about Seth Rollins versus Braun Breaker now?
No,
Are you still tuned into it?
uh, I enjoy both of them, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't. I don't think that should be a match. Well, I think it should be a match, but I almost guarantee they're gonna drag that out for like
Yeah,
4 pay-per-views.
right. And what's crazy about it is that, yes, Seth got into it with the Vision, and then out of nowhere, here come the Street Profits. For what?
Yeah,
Like, and I don't even know why, Darton had his shirt off. It's like, you still didn't lose no weight. You still fat.
yeah.
Like, you, like,
Stop it.
So I'm like, like
Yeah,
you're all over the place with it.
I think they should be separate wrestlers, to be
Yes.
honest.
Hmm.
Um, but I enjoy the Street Profits. I like that red cut, man. I like the hype of everything, you
But
know.
just like how you said with Becky, that time has came and gone. It's time to move on. Like when they had the Hurt Business, they should have put Montez with Bobby and Shelton and MVP. He needs to be a single wrestler now.
But where do you think he will go though? Like world heavyweight champ or
No,
like
intercontinental,
intercontinental? Yeah.
intercontinental. He's mid card.
Is he on Raw or SmackDown?
He is on Raw. They're on Raw.
Uh uh.
Exactly. Like, mhm. And then to piggyback on what we just talked about with WrestleMania, how does your wife come out pregnant, you not out there, and everybody's congratulating her, and you just like, all right, whatever.
I think that was the biggest like pop in the first night was
Mm-hmm.
Bianca coming out and
Yes.
she was looking good.
Yeah.
Um well I mean they've never really like came out together, you know?
Yeah. But when Naomi was pregnant, she did the show
Mm.
with Jimmy, and then they told Stephanie right then and there, together as a couple, as a union, we're pregnant.
I don't, was he out there
Mm-hmm.
when
Yeah.
she announced it?
Yeah, because they did Stephanie's podcast.
Ah,
Yeah,
but do you
and but then
remember?
but then she went to Raw to
Yeah,
relinquish the belt, and that's when she did it by herself.
which it's like
Oh,
that baby's already born. So
yeah, the baby's already born.
where
Yeah,
is she, man? She need to come back. She
I
had
don't
that
know.
heat.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, Penta and Rusev. Do you see it going further, or it's just going to be a one shot and that's it?
That needs to be over already.
Yeah, I feel like because this week they let a couple wrestlers go, and I feel, and I hate to say it, I think they're going to let Rusev go again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rusev is a great wrestler, but I
Mhm.
mean, Lana was the only reason why we tuned into that.
I would say for WWE, yes, but when he went to AEW, he was a monster, and this is I don't know what happened.
I agree. He was a monster on WWE as well. But yeah, when he went to AEW, crazy. That I don't need like. Can he even go back to like AEW after that? Like, what would he do? You know?
I don't know because who left? I went back to AEW. Oh, Andrade. So if
Uh,
Andrade can do it,
Yo, he's so talented.
yeah,
WWE slipping on that one.
flipping on a lot of wrestlers.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, are you a fan? Do you believe in Joe Hendry?
Is that the
Yes, that guy.
Nah, not at all, man.
Uh,
But when I see
he
that face, it cracks me the fuck. It cracks me
he
up,
re-
man.
he reminds me of another version of Bo Dallas when he used to do Bo Lee, and it's like
No,
that gimmick is
super
garbage.
super cheesy. Yeah.
Yeah, super cheesy. Okay, let's see. Damian Priest in our truth. Do you see that tag team lesson?
Mm, like they don't even fit together. I don't even know how that happened,
They don't. Mhm.
but they don't know what to do with Damian Priest.
They don't. They don't.
I
And I
think he
feel
will.
like they're lost in the shuffle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
sad.
mean, our truth and Damian Priest. That sounds crazy. Dog.
I know. Like I don't get it. I don't get it.
Is that like
So
what they think of Damian Priest? You know, no disrespect to our truth, but
I would say so because you got to think about it. Once again, I always go back to it. If you're not a true wrestling fan, what else do you see in Damian Priest? He's not going to. I hate to say it, but he's not going to sell no merch. That's why they probably put him with our truth.
yeah, agreed.
Mm-hmm.
Our truth is that guy. I ain't gonna lie.
Exactly. Okay, so before we get into the weekly recap, let's talk about the number one topic on everybody's mind. Who do you got? The tribal chief or the Samoan werewolf?
I love, I love this setup. I love it so much. The the buildup of like my family needs a bigger house. Like
Yeah,
I want cars. Like that sells. Like
yeah.
they could still have respect for each other,
Mm-hmm.
but it's about to be competition.
Yeah.
And you should never even ask me that question. You know what it is, man.
I know what it is. I
You
know.
know what it is, man.
Well, I feel like you said, you can relate to Jacob because everybody want that big house. They want the car. They want the money. They want to take care of their family. So you don't feel no type of way like, how dare you? Like everybody can say, I understand where he's coming from.
Oh, 100%.
Yes. But the thing I don't respect, since Jacob has came into WWE, he has always said, my past is my past. I've evolved. I'm moving on. this is who I am now. I'm no longer the criminal, the street guy, the jailbird. And they keep playing off the fact that he was in jail, that he was a street guy. But it's like I thought you trying to showcase that he's different, that that he made it. But I don't understand why they want to keep talking about his past for.
Because what you said earlier, we can relate to that. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
you're
Um,
right,
like his past life was pretty tragic, you know?
right.
That doesn't mean like give him a title, but um, yeah,
Yeah.
Jacob,
So, but see, speaking on that, you say you can relate to that, right?
yes.
How many wrestlers, and I'm going to say black wrestlers, went to jail and then found wrestling and made it as a wrestler, and you never hear about their jail stories? And if you want to talk about white wrestlers, look at the man Jeff Hardy.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's that
So,
guy,
so,
right?
so it's like why do you got to keep talking about that?
Um, you said it again, bro. It's TKO, man. It's
Yeah.
TKO. It's TKO.
Exactly.
Yo, that match is
Okay.
gonna be incredible, though.
Yeah. I feel like it's going to be some interference.
Duh.
I Of
Yeah.
course. No
What
matter
about this?
what, I got Jacob losing, and it's not going to be because of the Usos. I feel like it's going to be because of Solo and Talatonga.
Ah,
hmm
I think we're
Because
gonna get introduced to like 5 more family members.
yes, and the reason why I say that is because you have to get Jacob to align with Roman, and that's the only way it's going to happen. Because if Jacob loses and then he's like, okay, I acknowledge you, and now I'm on the rock with you, it makes him look weak.
Yeah, I don't see that.
Yeah. Nope.
Well, we all gonna acknowledge, so maybe you know what I'm saying.
You're right. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see though. Okay, so we're gonna do the weekly recap, and let's get into this week. Going straight to Raw. Are you ready for the Oba Open Challenge? Yeah, you know it exactly.
I really don't know who can compete with him, to be
Mhm.
honest.
I like I said, I'm gonna go back to Rusev. When he had a match with Rusev, Rusev took it to him.
Yeah, I just watched that earlier today, actually, and that was a
Mhm.
great match. Actually,
Yeah,
that was better than the Brock match.
right. And then you got to think about it. We've never seen Oba go through a long match. Does he have the endurance to sustain that, or is he a quick? I'm gonna pick you up, power bomb you. It's over.
I don't think he has the endurance, to be honest, but
hmm
they are going
Power,
they're gonna give it to him in a
yes,
quickness. Like, yeah,
right. I can see that. Okay, let's see. Raquel, Roxanne versus Lyra and Bailey.
yo, Roxanne is she's doing her thing.
Right.
She is doing her thing.
You think she's
I
staying with
feel
the Judgment Day?
yes, the way she checked Finn Dollar, I think
hmm
so. But there's some weirdness with her and Liv.
Yeah.
We could see
hmm
that.
Right.
I think Bailey and her partner should have won the tag team titles at WrestleMania,
Yep. I totally agree.
which I'm gonna draw it back to WrestleMania. Like Paige coming back, super
hmm
awesome, big fan.
Epic.
But
Yeah.
there is no way Brie Bella and Paige
hmm
won the titles at
Right.
WrestleMania. There is no
Right.
way.
No way. No way. And I
It
was
makes
telling my girl that you telling me you can't win the titles with your sister, so then out of nowhere you team up with Paige and you win. Like, come on, are you serious?
they're not even top dogs in this.
No.
Like
Nope.
they're at the back of the line, to be
Right.
honest.
Exactly. Yep. And
Yeah.
then what's even worse is I know that Paige is still young, but Bree, right?
Yeah,
She's old now. Like what? Like come on,
it makes no sense to me.
make no sense.
I
Exactly.
I think Bailey and her partner got robbed for sure.
Yeah, I feel that. Um, Penta versus Rusev introducing Ethan Page.
You're asking who I'm going for?
No, what did you think about the match? And then we get to see Ethan Page coming straight from NXT.
Zero Mieto, bro. It's no fear over here. Penta's taking that all the way, bro.
Exactly. I feel like Ethan Page, he's going to be a good addition, but he's going to get lost in the shuffle too. Because once again, he's a wrestler. He's if you don't like him for what he does in the ring, he's not selling no merch, so he's going to get
Yeah.
lost in the shuffle too.
How's his mic talk?
He's good. He's really good. It's just that he doesn't have that flair unless they team him back up with Chelsea Green, but she's on SmackDown.
I thought she just got. No, she didn't get fired.
No, she's finally out of the wheelchair.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't. There's some things that I don't understand with the wrestling thing.
Exactly. It's totally
she
different
was
now.
she was a champion, right?
Oh, Chelsea Green?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was a champion, but then she lost the belt, and then I think like she sprained her ankle or something like that.
How was she a champ? I don't.
Oh, you don't like Chelsea Green?
I like the way she looks, but like.
Oh, no, she could wrestle. Yeah, she could
Okay.
wrestle. Yeah,
Okay.
she's good. Okay, Rey Mysterio versus El Grande.
Man, let my bro retire, man. Let the boy retire, man.
Yeah,
Let the
I
bro
think she's supposed
retire.
to. I think he's supposed to retire in Italy.
Ah, ah,
Yeah, so
ah,
I don't know.
ah. Ray, Big Ray, 619 all day.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What do you think about Roman accepting Jacob's challenge now after he got the tongue-in death grip put on him?
Yeah, I mean, he's not turning down anything. You know what I'm saying? That's
Mm-hmm.
big. That's big dog right there, man.
Yeah, like you
I
said, I
really
like how they building. I
go
like how
ahead.
they building a story up.
Yes, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
That's
I
good.
really don't know who could face Roman. Like he's already faced everybody.
Everybody, right? So I don't know. Like
I
we
feel
said, we
like
both know that Jacob is losing, but it's a good storyline so far.
I feel like he could win, but yeah, there's no way they give Roman the title and take it away from him.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's go over to SmackDown. Do you think this was a give me match because we buddies? Ricky Saint versus Cody Rhodes?
Yes, 100%.
100%. Ain't no way you just came from NXT, you're gonna get a title shot.
Yeah. One of the biggest people that came from NXT and got a title shot was Kevin Owens,
Right.
and
Mm-hmm.
he worked that, and I don't really think anybody can replicate that, to be honest.
Yeah, because like he just came up, challenged John Cena, gave him a power bomb. It's like I'm better than you. So it's
Yeah.
like and okay, so at the end of the match, of course Cody was going to win. What do you think about Gunther setting his eyes on the title now?
Gunther is probably like the best technical wrestler in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Unfortunately, I don't really see him with a title, but I definitely think Cody's time is over.
Yeah, I feel like on SmackDown, how many challenges would Gunther have? I don't really see nobody saying like, I want the belt, I need the belt. It's like really, it's still on that side.
So
Cause yeah,
SmackDown,
you
I
got
only
Sammy over there in the corner begging, talking about I'm just like you, we're good guys, and then Cody's like, fuck out of here, you, and I'm me. It's like,
yeah.
when do we beg for stuff? We go out there and we take it.
Yeah, I
Yeah, it's
don't.
nobody.
I don't really think anybody on SmackDown
Nope.
could have that title except for Broski. What's his name, man? Uh,
Well,
he just beat. I think he just won the title at WrestleMania. No, no.
you talking about Trick Williams?
Yeah,
He's not ready for that yet.
I
I don't
mean,
I don't I don't see the hunger in him yet. I see him as he's like I'm the man of the hour right now, but he
yeah,
hasn't had that blood in his mouth yet where he tasted what it felt like to be a champion.
yeah. You were saying that he could face Oba though.
Who, Trick Williams?
Yeah,
I feel like yes and no because once again we haven't really seen Trick Williams in a real wrestling match where you're going back and forth.
yeah.
Yes, they do throw their punches, whip you to the rope, do your move, but I don't know. With Oba, once he hits you with that power, it's like a wake up, and then you start getting scared, like, oh, I don't want to do that again. And then by that time, he's already pounding on you, and then it comes the power bar, fall from grace, and it's over.
Yo, Brock retired.
Yeah. Speaking of that, I heard that TKO WWE is like suing him for that because he wasn't supposed to retire.
That's what one of my clients just told me today. I didn't know that, but Brock doesn't care, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah, he don't
saying?
care. Like
Yeah.
I watched the interview where he was saying that he had to do that because his health is still deteriorating.
Well deserved because he beat
Yeah,
Undertaker in the wrong way. So well fucking deserved loss.
I hear you. Yeah. So okay, um, JC Jane, Charlotte Flair. What do you what do you think about JC Jane? Did you see that
I
heat? She had that Dominic Mysterio heat.
She did?
Yes, they was booing her out the building, and she was like, "Whatever, you here for me." Yeah, they was booing her.
Like they say in wrestling, like good publicity and bad publicity is still like
Good.
if they boo you, the crowd is interacting.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
I think she's gonna be a superstar.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Shout out to
Um,
Michael's HBK signing all of them.
exactly. Damian Priest arches Fraxio.
One more time.
Damian Priest, R-Truth versus Fraxio. It was. I feel like that was a filler match.
Yeah, agreed. Um,
And
I'm gonna
then
go with Damian Priest and R-Truth.
okay, and then Solo and Tyler came in to make their claim for the titles. I guess.
Do you feel like they have degraded Solo?
Yes. I
Yeah,
feel like he's kind of like comedy now.
yeah, and he's a beast.
Mm-hmm.
He reminds me of like Samoa Joe.
Yes, exactly. The Miz, Kit Wilson, Danhausen. What's your take on that?
Um, I think it's a filler match.
Yep, exactly. Oh, like you said, fella. Royce Keys, Angel Garza.
Big Royce.
Yeah. And see, that's another one, like how we was talking about with Jacob Fatu. Why do you keep talking about him going to jail with a street life? Why you ain't talking about who he is as a man now? We already know where he came from. What about the present?
Yeah, it is strange, bro. Um, I can't say like the management is a like a certain skin color, but
Mhm.
they don't live that life, so they want to glorify it. They think it's so cool, but it gets old.
It gets
You know?
old.
Yeah.
Exactly. Right. Okay. MFT versus the Usos.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Uzis.
Yeah. And then after the match, Jacob came in unstoppable, destroying everything. Do you think what's that?
Was that on SmackDown?
Yeah, it was SmackDown. The end of SmackDown.
Dang, I missed that part.
Oh yeah, yeah. Jacob
What?
came in destroying everything. Because remember, um, Solo and Tala jumped him and Royce in the backstage, and then Jacob got to get his get back. You out of the mean?
Yo, Jacob might be one of the head of the tables.
Mm-hmm. You would have to.
I think he's going to for sure.
Speaking of that, before we get off, I feel like if they're gonna do the Bloodline 3.0 and they need a faction to go against, Jacob, he might need a mouthpiece. But if he has like a savage version of the bloodline, and then you bring in the other guy from MLW, I forgot his name right now, it slipped up my mind.
Uh,
Umaga's
Umaga's
son,
son. Oh my
and you make
goodness.
them like savages, destroying everything.
Mm.
Yeah, it'd be interesting.
You think he's gonna get a contract this year or next year?
I feel like it because Booker T keep fighting for it.
Yeah, I mean he deserves it.
Yeah, it will be crazy.
Me and you
So
should become tag team champs, bruh.
yeah, exactly. With that being said, this is episode 2, the fallout after WrestleMania. I'm so Whidbee. That's HBK, and we out.
We
Yeah.
out, baby.